being the hardcore Clippers their owner brags about all the time.
And you think about it, Chris Paul is not easily impressed, nor is Doc Rivers for that matter, but both of these guys have praised Griffin for how hard he's worked and how far he's come in his career.
And welcome back. It's been all one. One-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
You always like it when your team doesn't settle for outside shots, and that's been the case here early on.
Yeah, I agree with you. They've done a nice job, Greg, working it low and not taking the easy way out on offense, keeping that pressure on the defense by going inside.
Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Williams is out there with Russell, and it's Hibbert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Laker 5. And here is Los Angeles now. Bryant can't get it to go. And for Kobe Bryant, how difficult was last season? Starting out strong, even though the team, Greg, around him wasn't very good. But then everything, including Bryant, fell to pieces.
And when you're a competitor, the way this guy is a competitor, you can't stand to lose. So you push your body to the limit to avoid that. But what happens at age 36 when you've got the kind of miles that Kobe Bryant has, you know, you just can't go it alone. That's why Kobe lasted only 35 games.
And now Randall pushing it up, and no one back to stop him.
It's as if the defense just let him go.
He'll thank them for that because he got a chance to perform a little razzle-dazzle on that one.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. And that one's good by Kobe.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Lou Williams won the Sixth Man Award last year, Clark, in the NBA. He's not a playmaker, although he kind of plays that position a little bit. This guy scores the ball very well coming off the bench.
He really does. I mean, he looks like a guard because of his size, but he's truly an explosive scorer. And that's the strength of his game, and that's who he is and what he does.
Paul for three. Can't get it to go. And the Lakers will go the other way with it.
He hit a three in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Kobe goes in. Outside, Russell. Let's go. It's deflected, but he recovers it and gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. Chris Paul picks up that one.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
You know, and when you look at Lou Williams, he's always had a shooting guard skill set in kind of a point guard's body. Now, he's not just a long-range bomber. He will attack the basket and earn his share of trips to the foul line. And that's where he's really deadly. 86% from the stripe last season.
And Hibbert the bucket on the assist by Williams. Williams has got his third assist on the night. Clippers trail by 18. From deep. Passes it to Pierce. With his first shot attempt, Hibbert pulls it in.
And, you know, back to Williams, sometimes it's better to own one thing, be a master at that, than try to fit a round peg into a square hole. I mean, he's not a really good passer. Never has been. That's not who he is. But he can heat up quickly as a scorer. And that's the side where you put jelly and butter on his toast.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Got a piece of it. Jordan kicks to Paul. Offensive rebound. Redick inside the line. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Boy, just a lovely dish by Griffin.
Nick Young's checked in for Lou Williams. And then for the Clippers, Johnson comes in for Paul Pierce. And it's Crawford in for Paul.
Well, you see Blake Griffin, and he is known for his huge dunks and ability to score, but he is a very well-rounded power forward. He's one of the best power forward passers in the league.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Here's Jordan. That drops. And it comes. Off an assist from Griffin. Jordan's got his second bucket.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And for Griffin in his passing, often you'll see him set up teammates, Greg, for easy looks and dunks.
And with the amount of times that teams have to double team Griffin, that's huge. I mean, even when he's not scoring due to defenses focusing on him, he can still impact the game with his passing.
The drive by Russell. Shots good from Young. Young's got his third basket of the night.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Shot from the top of the key. But they recover it. The feed to Hibbert. A second chance effort. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Brandon Bass is checked in for the Lakers. Clarkson comes in for Bryant.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Sacre is checked in for Roy Hibbert. Here's the break. Here's Bass. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
.144 left in the first half of basketball.
And the Clippers, not known for being an outside shooting team, but they take a large amount of deep mid-range twos as well as their fair share of threes.
And Young, here we go. Russell with it. And Crawford picks him up defensively. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Here's Russell. Scored the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight. There's 1:17 left in the first half. Back to Johnson. From deep three-point range. Shot is no good. And it's the Lakers the other way.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every loose ball.
Here's Bass. It's hauled in by Jamal Crawford. Clippers trail by 21. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Offensive rebound. Young passes to Russell. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
The Lakers have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line. And the free throw, no good. You know, you work hard all season, Greg, to try and get into the playoffs, then get a favorable first-round matchup. How about the Clippers last year? Followed those steps. They're rewarded with the first-round matchup against the defending champions of the league, the San Antonio Spurs.
And not only were the Spurs the defending champions, but they came in playing terrific basketball down the stretch, which is kind of what they are noted for. And the Clippers, though, did well, even though that was the case.
He's had troubles at the line so far in this one, going 0 for 3.
Russell taking 2 shots.
He doesn't get the second one. And now running up the court, Stevenson pushing it up. Young with the steal. Pushing it up. Ball going up court.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Lakers on top as they end the second quarter with a tremendous 17-6 run. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke.
Well, thank you, Kevin. Doc.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Some incredible work in this one by Kobe Bryant. He had 13 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers. Well, that does it for halftime as the game is just about set to get going again. We send you back to Kevin Harlan.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, I mean, he has been everywhere.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
Taking a look at Los Angeles, Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Pierce in at the 3 spot.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And one feels bad for the way Julius Randle's career started. I was there that night, first game of the season, 7th pick out of Kentucky in the 2014 draft. Suited up for 1 game, broke his right leg 14 minutes in, and the guy that comforted him the most, I recall very vividly, Kobe Bryant stayed with him the entire time when he was really in shock on the floor.
He was, and unfortunately, for so many reasons. For one, he had really been progressing in the Summer League, and the Lakers obviously had high hopes for him. And when he went down, that was the start of the rest of the ship kind of going down with him.
Pass to Russell. Lakers passing it around. Shoots the 3. Shot's good by Clarkson. Clarkson's got 5 now.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And the Clippers call time here.
And, you know, going back to Randle's rookie year, his troubles really started during medical checkups before the draft. They found a foot injury dating back to high school. The 5th metatarsal had been broken, which may be why he fell a few spots in the draft.
And so here are the Clippers. Here's Paul. Connects on the 17-footer. He's got 7.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it. And talking about Randle's rookie injuries, the Lakers were going to let him play through the foot. But once he broke the leg, they did season-ending surgery on the foot as well. Hopefully, now he can just stay healthy and get to play the game he loves.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Well, at this point in his career, Clark, it's safe to call Chris Paul one of the all-time great point guards.
Yeah, without I mean, for a long time, it was hard to argue that Chris Paul wasn't the top point guard in the league. Even now you can make arguments for others, but Paul is always going to be in the conversation.
And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. And the Lakers making a change here. Williams has checked in.
Lou Williams.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. And Bryant wide open. He shoots. And again, no good by the Lakers.
And with Paul, it is all about his consistency. Other point guards will have better years or stretches than him, but he just puts up huge numbers year in and year out, literally like clockwork.
You know, it's amazing to me how little fanfare CP3 gets. I mean, he's not a flashy player, but you look at his effectiveness on the court, and he's a once-in-a-generation kind of talent. I mean, he's done it all his entire career.
Both free throws good from Paul. Usually you talk about how tough a player is, and you're always talking about big guys. But Chris Paul is as tough as they come playing that little point guard position.
Yeah, he's a power pack when you look at him. I mean, he's played through a lot of injuries and still has a big-time impact on the game. Most recently in the playoffs, he played through injury to beat the Spurs.
To the paint, it's deflected. Stolen by Pierce.
That's a hard pass to make when the defense has that many people in the paint.
Redick dishes to Jordan. It's stolen by Randall. And Bryant kicks to Williams. Back to Bryant for the three. Rebound by the Clippers.
And last year, you could see Paul was hobbled in their loss to the Rockets in the second round. Still, most players wouldn't even have made it back out on the floor, much less been as effective as he was during the postseason.
The shot by Pierce will not go. And it's the Lakers on the break. And Griffin sends it back. They recover it. Here's Clarkson. And another shot. Randall. And at last, they get one to fall.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win. Yeah, you know, that's the thing about Paul. He doesn't need to be blazing fast or quick to beat you. He can play seemingly on one and still dismantle the defense.
Young's checked in for the Lakers. The Clippers also changing it up. Johnson, he's checked in for Pierce. And it's Crawford in for J.J. Redick. Young against Johnson. And stolen by Jordan. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. And he goes in for the dunk.
And I love that the instant that steal was made, they were out in the open floor.
Ball pressure leading to the run out. Man, it doesn't get much nicer than that. That is sweet, sweet stuff. Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Robert Sacre, he's checked in for Hibbert. And Brandon Bass subbed in for Julius Randle. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Aldridge is checked in. Paul outside. Los Angeles with another miss.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter. Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Smith checked in for Griffin. Lance Stevenson subbed in for Chris Paul. Johnson, that's for two. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Lakers were awful in a lot of aspects last season, and their play at home was a major one. Greg, they just couldn't do anything at home, and I think the fans were giving up hope as well.
And given how pricey those Laker tickets are, Kevin, there was a lot to be salty about in Laker land, so can't be a bottom dweller and charge that much for seats. His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game. Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
He misses the free throw. And guys, Wesley Johnson, 4th overall pick back in the 2011 draft. Everyone thought he would have the jump shot to become a prolific scorer, and Clark, the length to defend at a high level.
Yeah, you know, in his rookie year, he averaged 9 points a game. Last year, his 5th, he averaged 10. I think it's to the point where he is what he is.
Here's Crawford. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 3 assists in the game. Los Angeles leading by 20. It's Williams with the drive. Young against Crawford. Got that one up quick. Crawford's got his second basket of the night.
You know, and getting back to Wesley Johnson, you kind of want to kidnap him and just chain him to a set of weights. I mean, he has all the natural ability in the world to be a difference maker, but he just lacks the strength to do anything with it. I mean, a voracious competitor in college. He's been relegated to marginal production at the pro level, and I really feel like a lot of it is because he physically struggles at times at this level.
You know, on the topic of Wesley Johnson, I remember him in college. I remember the guy who took over games and even showed a certain toughness when he did it. He hasn't gotten to that point here in the pros, so he may soon be entering a crossroads in his career.
And the Clippers making a change here. Paul's checked in.
Clippers Paul.
Clippers trail by 18. From deep. The shot misses.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Williams kicks to Sacre. And the rejection by Smith. Dishes to Sacre. On its way from Young for 2. And here we go. Fast break. Crawford's got it. Sacre with the block. Now the Lakers on the break. Williams leading the charge. And Russell gets it to go.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Paul for 3. Rebound the Lakers. Young's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Nick Young on the wing. It's tipped. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Lakers lead by 20. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Lakers leading by 20. They've got Clarkson. Roy Hibbert is out there with Randall. And there's Bryant. And it's Russell in at the guard position. That's the Laker 5. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Paul can't get it to go.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin, but he's been awful ever since the second half started, not even been a factor.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficiently.
No one near Randall as he lets it go. And airballs the triple. That one was way off. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Paul Pierce.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Here's Russell. Jordan with the rebound.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be, he's not making that one. Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
And for all of the improvements he's made to his game, one wonders why Blake Griffin isn't a better shot blocker. I mean, he clearly has the motor and the athleticism, but for some reason over his first 5 seasons, he's averaged only a half a block per game.
Lakers leading by 17. Outside Russell. Here's Clarkson. And taken away by Paul. Redick with the 3. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And the basket by Kobe.
And the transition defense now, guys, non-existent, invisible.
Yeah, 3 straight fast break buckets here. The D seems to be sleepwalking.
Clippers were so strong on the road last season. They led the league, Clark, in field goal percentage while on the road. And actually they scored more points away from Staples than in it.
Especially down the stretch, Kevin. I mean, they finished the regular season with 8 straight road wins to get home court advantage in the first round. Superb.
No luck that time either.
And the Clippers with those 8 road wins at the end, you mentioned, that pushed their road record to 26-15. That was second best in the league. Also set a franchise high for road wins.
And the wide open shot from Redick. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Russell kicks to Bryant. They get it back. Clippers trail by 18. Redick for 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
No 3-pointers for him in that first half, but the second half. Different story.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
You know, what's amazing about the Clippers on the road last year, guys, was the context. I mean, they had a bunch of back-to-back games and went 16-4 on the back end of back-to-backs. 11 of those came on the road.
2 on the clock. No good off the front iron. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
And Bryant kicks to Randall. But they'll get another chance. That one goes. Count it. That's 10 points for Roy Hibbert.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
And who has been a greater enigma than Roy Hibbert? A guy who can look like an all-star Clark one game and an undrafted free agent the next.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing the kind of swings Roy has had. He's been really good at times. Sometimes he gets in his own way with overthinking things, but I think he's got everything he needs to be an upper-tier center, upper echelon center. Just has lacked consistency the last year or two.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his team. He was not happy with their play to this point, telling them we're getting out hustled, plain and simple. There's still time, but we've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for the Clippers.
And on the topic of Hibbert, he was an enigma in college, had a very encouraging junior season, looked like a future lottery pick, and then that uninspiring senior season kind of dropped his draft stock considerably.
Kobe having just a fantastic game. He's got 17 points, and he's done a good job distributing the ball as well.
And you can't really place a value on what that means to a team. His passing has really helped their cause.
You know, going back to Hibbert, last season was a perfect example of what we're talking about in terms of consistency. One game he puts up 22 and 8, the next game 2 and 1. But, you know, every team in the league would like to be in the Roy Hibbert game once the light finally goes on and stays on. Consistency, the challenge for Hibbert.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
And it's Kobe missing.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. And former Coach of the Year Byron Scott now with the Lakers. And as you said, Greg, he's not an analytics guy. And Clark, I think he's a guy that the eye test for him is huge.
Yeah, he feels a lot. Terrific communicator and storyteller. Great experience as a player and as a champion. And I think that all is evident in his coaching style.
He's off on the second. DeAndre Jordan has been extremely productive over 7 years. That makes it even more unbelievable that there was some question, Clark, as to his commitment to basketball coming into the league.
Yeah, you know, on talent and athleticism alone, he would have been a top 10 pick for sure, but he slipped to the second round, and he's made good on it, though.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot. And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Los Angeles.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Yeah, it's a fun way to play, and it's fun to watch, too.
Just a quality win, and you look at the box score and some really good numbers for Kobe Bryant. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in. And watching DeAndre Jordan, he's really refined his game over the years without losing the athleticism. He's that rubbery, long-limbed athlete that transcends age. And so far, I've seen zero drop-off in his leaping ability and quickness. But no question, he's improved his skills and IQ.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. It's stolen by Bass. He kicks to Sacre. The dish to Williams. Bass with the screen. Outside Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Beyond the arc. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
And talking about DeAndre Jordan, he is displaying an energy level that many scouts wondered if he had. Let's face it, he underachieved a bit in his 1 year in college. He knows that. But when it's come time to do it at the highest level, DeAndre has risen to the occasion.
Pablo Prigioni, he's checked in for Jamal Crawford. Well, taking a look at Lou Williams last year, kind of a typical year for him, a lot of scoring on bad efficiency.
Yeah, and for Lou, he did make it over the 40% field goal mark, but just barely.
Just barely, you're right. Here's Kelly, and the Lakers with another miss. Here we go, one-on-one. No one covering.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
From deep three-point range. And another shot. They get it back. Bass passes to Sacre. On its way from Young for 2, off target. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, thank you. Kobe, obviously a great win. You guys played formidable team defense out there.
We did a good job controlling the pace. They made some tough shots from the three-point line. But all in all, we can live with that. We can live with contested shots from the perimeter.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant. Just a monster first quarter of the game. And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And on one of the epic nights in the NBA, welcome one and all to the All-Star Game on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside former All-Star Shaquille O'Neal and a guy who has watched the All-Star Game a lot, Kenny the Jet Smith.
Oh, I thought you were going to say your name. You've watched it a lot as well.
And I'm fixing to watch another one. Tonight, we'll be watching the West All-Stars playing against the East All-Stars. And even though today won't count in the standings, still such an exciting day in the NBA, and both teams are up for this one. And with a few moments here, we've seen a lot of
Hello and welcome. Everyone to another exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. It's the East All-Stars facing the West All-Stars. And so here are the West All-Stars. A look at the starting group for the East All-Stars. Lowry out there with Wall. Then it's LeBron James. Then it's Pau Gasol. And it's Anthony in at the four-man position. Wall's shot is off. A shot by Harden, wide open. Harden missing again.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Here's Curry. It's Thompson off the drive. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And they get the first bucket of the game on that one.
I tell you what, fellas, I'm anticipating a good one here.
No one near James as he lets it go. And again, LeBron missing.
Boy, after the first three misses, I thought they'd get one here, but they still can't connect.
Harden gets the bucket.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Releases. Anthony can't hit.
Still can't quite get anything to fall after 5 tries.
The drive by Thompson. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
They get the rebound. From deep. A putback. Great positioning on the putback. Aldridge has got his first points of the night.
Excellent work to turn that miss into 2 points on the tap-in.
Hustle points, I believe they called them.
Yeah, and how great are his ball instincts there. Just having a knack, really the instincts to just get after it on the backboard.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Thompson with it. He's picked up by LeBron. He couldn't stay in bounds, and that's going to be a turnover.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
West All-Stars off to a quick start here. Here's Harden. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
And here are the East All-Stars now. 7-point differential. They grabbed their own miss.
Jeez. Maybe he was trying to show off or something right there.
Is that what you think?
Absolutely.
Instead, it had the opposite effect. He looked foolish.
Here is Lowry. All sorts of time. And it's off the back rim. No good.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it, are you kidding me?
Wall draws the double to the inside. And there's Lowry. That's good on the assist by Wall. Lowry's got 5 points so far. Thompson from long range. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that. While risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Took him no time at all on that one. That's 7 points for Kyle Lowry. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Anthony against Harden. And it's the East with the rebound.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Fast break, here we go. Stops, pops. Outside for Gasol. Tries again. Gasol missing again.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Now here's Curry following the miss by John Wall. Curry kicks to Aldridge. Looking for Gasol. He gets it there. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
And Anthony sends it back.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunks the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Yeah, that could be an instant momentum shift. That certainly was a rim wrecker.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
And, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you played and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Lillard checked in for Steph Curry.
West All-Stars dance team.
The 3 from Harden, and that one's good. Harden's got 7 points.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for the West.
Nowitzki.
Lillard. No good on the quick 3.
Yeah, real nice shot selection there. I guess he's working on his buzzer beater form.
And that's a reach, but perhaps that is the case. Or maybe he was trying to knock a bird off of the scoreboard.
Is about right. Because I still can't figure that one out.
No, and I see no birds up.
No.
Stolen by Thompson. Lets it go. The shot misses. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. It's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And the basket by Harden.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists. Nice stroke from long range, and if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. And some changes here for the West All-Stars. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Gasol. Durant comes in for Thompson. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for James Harden. And here are the East All-Stars now. They trail by 6. Korver with it, guarded now by DeMarcus Cousins. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. From deep three-point range, they get it back. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Cousins has got his first basket.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Korver missing again.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Well, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Teague for 3. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It's on Damian Lillard.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
And he nails the third.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
And the West All-Stars have possession. Leading by 5. And they're on the break. Butler passes to Korver. He feeds it to Millsap. To the middle. It's Butler that time on the assist by Paul Millsap.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter. That is just a careless turnover.